Another, a professor at Northwestern University is under fire after a live presentation for his human sexuality class. During the optional after-class presentation, a woman who was not a student apparently pleasured herself in front of the class. Only about 100 of the professor's 600 students actually decided to attend that, and no credit was given for going. The school has defended the professor, saying it falls within the broad range of academic freedoms. So is this appropriate for a college setting? Wow.
Man, that's a tough one. I mean, it was optional. It wasn't required for anything. I don't quite understand what. I don't know enough about it to know how this fits into the curriculum and how this advances the education of students at that school. It seems.
Well, he's done this before. This professor is known for this. This class gets crowded quickly, as you can imagine. He's taken steps like this before. He's brought in special guests to talk to these students about sexuality, about fetishes, etc. This particular topic was on fetishes, and I just think that under the guise that it's okay to do this is not really what he's done. He's done this before. The school supports him. The students love it. 120 of them showed up for a class they're not even going to get credit for. I wonder why. But it's something he's known for, and they are college students, and they're going to be talking about it and doing it anyway, so maybe better to get it from a professor who can kind of work them and help them through sexuality. I'm trying to get out of it. He's looking at me like, how are you going to get out of it?
Here's my prediction. Only 100 of those 600 students showed up for this one. Next time around, they are all going to be in that lecture hall.
That's for sure.
Did you take this class in college?
I took a sexuality class in college. I remember it very vividly, but not.
Really, do tell.
Well, but it's interesting. The stuff that we saw, I'm not kidding you, my jaw dropped on some of them, especially STDs. That was a tough one to sit through because they didn't want you to think it was fake. They put on the projector what it looks like to get blankety blank or blankety blank. So these professors have to shock you sometimes.
There's a line, and I wonder if that line was crossed here. It seems to me that maybe it was. We had a pornography class in college, media and pornography. I didn't take it, but they used to put newspaper in the windows so you couldn't look in because of what they were showing in class. So
because that would have been a free class versus paying the money for registration.
But you know what? This is nothing that is not happening in the dorms, in the off-campus apartments.
That doesn't make it right. But that doesn't make it right. Should they be smoking pot in class too? No.
Well, John Patterson on Facebook says the next class is in Tijuana.
Well, Eugene says, what major was this? Ugh, there was no elective for computer science majors like this. I'm going back to school to further my degree.
Matt says, wouldn't it have been cheaper just to rent a couple of videos?
I love what Teresa Spence says. She says, if we don't already know how to pleasure ourselves without a demonstration, then this world is in trouble.
Rob Mathis joins us on Facebook and writes, will they change the school's fight song to Bow Chicka Bow Wow?
Did you read Matt already? Matt was so funny. He says, and I'm not going to attempt to say your last name. I think it's Persifield. He says, wouldn't it have been cheaper just to rent a couple of videos?
Yeah, that's what Brian had read.
Oh, that you just read? Okay.
Well, Lolo's not happy about it. Lolo says, I would have left that class and would hope the professor gets fired. As an art student, we did have live nude models to draw. They did not move. It was not sexual at all. It was learning to draw a human. Doing this in front of the class is disgusting.
Well, Ted Sandy says it's advanced Kama Sutra. So, I don't know. I just think it's happening anyway. I just think it's one of those things that maybe this class is trying to teach it, from the book, maybe.
Buy a video. You don't need to bring a live demonstration into class. It just seems overboard.
I can't believe the person who actually did the demonstrating. Well, how did they find that person?
Yeah, how do you ask? Hey, are you free after school tomorrow? Because we have a demonstration we'd like you to do.
Just look up your closest therapist, give them a call. You never know.